So then I can come down and just rotate, you know, really just one time. I just want to start with a kind of a nice flat surface. If I need to, I could warm up the ends a little bit and tuck them in. I just want to have kind of an equal quantity of glass on both the left and right side of the bead, because we're going to be finishing each end separately. We'll work on the right hand side first, so I'm going to stay on the surface of the flame. This is just like if you're doing a donut or a bagel, whatever you're hungry for, and you're staying in the center of the flame. You're heating from the exterior in. It's exactly the same idea, but now you're doing it just on one half of a longer bead. Okay? So I want to get that glass to heat from the exterior in towards the core on that one side. It'll come to a point when it's rotating freely. I can feel that it's nice and soft and balanced. Then I'll come down to my marver and I'm rotating and angling. You see how that cleans up, balances, smooths that one side, right? Now I just want to warm up the end just a little bit, tuck it in, give me a clean edge, right? Not too much heat though. And while that's settling down, cooling a bit, I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. I'm going to heat the exterior. And I want to heat it all the way to the core. I mean, I don't want things to get sloppy, but I do want it to, I want this and the end of it to be one solid mass. So I don't want there to be weaknesses at the core. I'll come down, rotate, and then angle. Okay. Warm up that first bit again. Back and forth, back and forth. And now I want to begin the process of finishing. It's as easy as that. A gigantic, big, balanced and centered bead is so easy. I want to come across and smooth an angle, okay, and again the other side, smooth an angle, clean up the ends, get some heat just on the end, nice and malleable but not molten, not drippy. Rotate and press, but not very hard. Okay. Do the same thing one more time on that opposite end. Pull and rotate. And now, in the flame, I want to get some good heat on it. I want to get some heat all the way to the core. I'm not going to lose my shape. I'm working a little bit higher, but I do want the entirety of this bead to be balanced and centered. I want to feel it in my fingertips, that thing is molten almost to the core, right? And if I want to do bicones or whatever, I could do that. I'm just going today for a nice simple sort of longer bead with nice ends on it, something like that, right? Always that last bit is that flame annealing. You don't want to get that, put that thing into your kiln or into your insulating material, when it's at an equal temperature throughout, whether it's a tiny bead or a gigantic bead. Okay, and that one feels like it's pretty good. I can feel it. I don't need to always be looking at the side, but you can do that if you like, if you're one of those types. But I do trust my fingertips to tell me whether or not these beads are balanced, and dang if it ain't. Pretty dang accurate. Alright, so that'll do it. Look at that. That's simple and easy, isn't it? But it's always nice because you always get these dimpled ends that he talks about all the time. You get nice balanced. Works pretty well. Alright, let's call it a day.